Hi everyone. We have another bed video today, which is quite the opposite of my last video, funny enough. I wanted to go to bed and I just can't fall asleep because I feel so excited. And my head kept spinning and I was thinking about certain concept and I thought, yeah, I really want to share this in a video with you because it's, I think, such an important part of process of building your business, especially if times aren't that easy for you and things are taking longer than you expected. So a few hours ago, I spontaneously got a new idea for a new e-course for Commit Happiness. Really out of the blue, really. But it felt so right. So I don't know exactly what I had been looking for without knowing that I was looking for it. So I got really excited. I had the outline for the course ready in a few minutes. And in all the excitement, I wanted to create the thing, of course. And I took a look at my coming schedule and when I would have the time for that. And that sort of escalated in a larger look of how my whole 2017 should look like, which I had plans for, but I completely switched them around again, as it always goes here with me. I'm no good at planning, and if I stick to my planning myself, then life happens for some reason. And it seems that it's quite doable to do this course and virtual summit again, and a couple of promotions for my other course, plus the launching of the Inner Wisdom course. So yeah, it's a busy schedule, but I could fit it in. And what I'm stuck most with is that it all depends so much on how motivated I'm going to be during this time. So if I'm going to feel confident in myself, in my ability to create these products and launches, it's going to depend on how the launch goes. Like if it's, again, of the kind of miserable ways that they have been for me until now, then it could be that I'm not able to work at all for a few days or weeks after each launch period. So that takes a big role in how much I can create. And I feel really joyful to create so much, so I wish I could fit it all in. And the thing I wanted to talk to you about is that I realized how much it is about expectations. Of course, until now I always had this idea, or the idea, the plan to make a lot of money on the launches. And a lot of is of course very relative, in the sense that if it was a few thousand, I would be completely happy. And but as you might know, I didn't hit those numbers, and I often felt very discouraged with just one or two sales. And I'm not sure if that's going to change. My mailing list is bigger. I probably learned a lot, but I still don't really have a clue what I'm doing. I'm, of course, guessing in a more I can't find the word. Oh, this starts to feel really awkward. Oh God, there's just, well, in a more, oh my God. Okay, so that I learned more. You get what I mean, I hope. Okay, I have to move on and let this go. So I still feel doubtful if I'm going to make any money in my launches at all. And then I thought it's not really about hitting a certain goal. It's about having, for me at this moment at least, it's about having a certain willingness to experience any kind of launch. It's being willing to have a launch that doesn't work at all, and not letting that tell stories about my worth or my capability, but just saying, okay, this is my intention for the year. These are the products I want to create that I feel really joyful about. And I'm willing to let that bring in whatever life has to offer me. And I will trust that whatever it's going to be, it will be in my best benefit and my highest good, which I couldn't feel before I had these low numbers, but I think it might make quite a big difference if I now beforehand declare that willingness inside myself and really know I'm only going to do this and I'm only going to launch if I'm prepared to have a failure kind of launch with not the expectations that I was hoping for, and trusting that there's a reason for that, and trusting that it doesn't mean that I can never make money in this business, trusting that I can take care of myself, trusting that there's always a step that can move me forward after every failure, after every disappointment. Yeah, just this willingness to receive whatever comes your way. I think it might change quite a lot for me. So, this might actually become the first short sharing video. It was also a bit weird how straightforward and to the point it was. Like, I already knew what I wanted to talk about, more as a kind of quick, hey, here's a how-to video rather than really sharing, except for the strange setting of me being in my bed. And so pretty much that. And I can add a funny side note about what I shared about last time, about when I was so devastated because I thought that nobody liked my workshop. It feels so embarrassing to say, but afterwards I ran a survey, and in this survey I asked people, what were the most valuable workshops that you attend? And then my workshop ended up getting like 3rd place, which is really good, seeing that taken into account that there are famous people on this who were giving workshops. So the 1st place was not even an option, and it exceeded all my expectations and all I dared to dream for. And it was a good reality check that maybe it's really the imposter syndrome and not me being an imposter. And I still after a few hours after my high was over, I got into these thoughts of, oh, maybe they do it just because they know I see the results and they didn't want me to feel bad. It's so crazy what my mind can make out of it. And combined with all the things I shared about before, and this drive and enthusiasm to create a lot of courses and products, I feel that it's really time to really, really work on my inner confidence and inner strength. And it's something I've been working on my whole life. I wouldn't be doing these sharing videos here if it wasn't for cultivating my inner strength. But it's time to make the next leap in this part of my life. So that's where I want to focus on the coming weeks, trying to create a new product, which I want to launch in a few weeks, because we have a strict planning here if I want to launch the other course, and in this process find my confidence, and from inside out in myself, not because other people say I'm okay or I give great workshops, but really feeling this inner knowing that I'm here to teach something and that I have something to offer that people are needing right now. So thank you for watching, and I see you next time, I hope.